Thanks for watching Outdoors Delmarva. I'm Captain Willie Dykes. We'll be checking in with my partner Andrew Taws in just a few minutes. You know, if you're looking for something to stimulate your mind and soul in these crazy times, you don't have to travel for miles and miles or go to some museum. Sometimes nature provides the greatest works of art right in your own backyard. Two things I've learned lately. Number one is time is your imagination's friend, and the other thing is sculpture is everywhere. Let's take a look. Take a short stroll close to the house on a pleasant day and you too might be able to discover a Rodin out by the road, a Picasso right off your porch, or a Dali next to the driveway. Right here you can see a giant space frog came in from outer space and dove headfirst into the ground right here at the edge of the yard. You can see there's just nothing but his legs sticking out. Just milliseconds before he struck, he transferred his life energy into a wild cherry tree. Another thing over here. Years ago, I had trouble keeping up with my flip-flops. They always used to disappear. I found out that they were being stolen by this creature that would grab them and take off across the yard. Well, I caught him one time and I shot him. And well, he was pretty badly injured. I was only able to recover just the sort of the bottom half of his torso, but I decided to mount him like a trophy there in the yard. Like I say, that time is the imagination's friend. Now, I'm lucky enough to live on a fairly sizable piece of dirt, so there's a whole other wing of my Museum of the Mind in the woods behind my house. And it contains a natural history section as well as abstract art. Yeah, one of the things I was thinking of doing with this, the wooded part of this property, is to make some hiking trails on it. And you know, all the planning and whatnot that it would take to figure out which way to go and whatnot, I decided that that was kind of foolish. What you do is you let the deer pick the paths of least resistance and the best way to walk, and then you just follow their trails. This deer path that we've been following comes around, you can see there from the amount of tracks that is fairly well used, and it goes under this log here. So I need to get my trail cam out and put it there and watch those guys go under that log one after another. That must be quite a sight, because they sometimes travel in groups of 8 or 10, and they all go under that log. And especially in the late fall and the winter, and the bucks have their antlers, it's quite a trick getting under that log, but apparently that's the way they've chosen to go. The decent sized ones, their backs are about that tall, so they're scooting down to get under it. After especially a really hard, cold, drab winter, that beautiful green in there it's a really nice sight to see. And also, you know, the Nassawango Creek Swamp was at one time mined for iron. Yeah, there were clumps of bog ore down below the surface that were coalesced together in the acid waters from the creek. You can see out there's a little bit of a reddish patch. Now, I don't know if there's actually a chunk of bog ore under there, but that's iron that's concentrated and coalesced, and it'll be in the next millennia or two, or it will be a chunk of bog ore for sure. One of the good things about wandering around in the woods are the things you discover. And this is, like I was saying before, is proof positive that sculpture is where you find it. Okay, this person is laying back on the beach. Their legs kind of lackadaisically spread out, and a sea turtle has wandered up and just kind of climbed under that one leg there.
That is a sea turtle.
That is a sea turtle. You can tell it's a sea turtle.
Wow.
And this figure, I don't know if it's a man or a woman. You can tell it has a little bit of an arthritic knee here. So it might be just a big old man sitting there, and this sea turtle came up, and it looked like just an obstacle to get past, to get up and farther up the beach or something. He just crawled up under his leg. So don't be a shut-in. Go out and look for those works of art. You're sure to find some unusual wonders right near your house if you get outdoors, Delmarva.